my number one piece of advice is to go find a peer group of people, not a networking group where people are selling each other, a peer group. It's life-changing. My name is David Melamed, and I guess I do search engine marketing wherever emerging technology meets marketing. For the last year or so, I've been focused on the legal industry and mass torts. My journey in your mastermind for the last 4 or 5 years almost, it's been amazing. And there was a time where I couldn't get past mental blocks around like pricing. I couldn't charge more than $3,500 a month for paid search. And within about a year of being in the mastermind, I reached the point where I was able to quote $20,000 a month or more without breaking a sweat and knowing that they were still getting a great deal. And so all those things are really helpful. But I want to share the first in-person experience we had, because that was something that a lot of people don't realize. And I think if I was going to give advice to anybody, even myself 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it would be this, which is everybody's going through the same struggle. They're just framing it a little bit differently. The packaging around it's a little different. We're all humans. We all want to feel appreciated, understood. We're all afraid of, have our impostor syndrome, or we're self-sabotaging in certain ways. And I went to that first in-person meeting, and I was just sitting there observing these agency owners, and I felt like an imposter because I didn't have a bunch of employees and I had a decent amount of revenue, but was I just a freelancer, or was I just a consultant, or was I an agency? And, and at the end, it's you are whatever you want to be. No one has to die to make you king. But what I noticed in that room as people were going around, there's one question everybody asked, and they asked it in a different way. Every question was different. Every challenge was different, but it was always the chicken and egg. I need more sales, or I need better help with operations. I can't sell enough. I'm selling too much demand, and I'm not going to be able to handle service delivery. And you had an insight that's actually the job of sales and operations departments is to break each other's department. So what was really important was that peer group, was recognizing that I'm sitting around the table and some of these people are in very different places than me. And the only thing that gets in the way is ego. And my ego was getting in the way at first from connection in a serious way. But once you get past that insecurity and you realize that you're all humans in the same place, dealing with the same challenges, you realize that these mastermind groups, and you're specifically, I think it applies to many others, are invaluable. Having that peer group, just like people that are going through the same thing as you, that can relate to, that can help you feel normal, honestly. I think that it's invaluable. And then the other thing, which is really important, the price of some of these masterminds is a feature. It's not an expense, it's a feature. When people are investing heavily in being in a peer group, everybody's invested in getting the most out of it. And when everybody's invested, that's when you get the most. You get out what you put in. And so it's a feature. And that's an insight that my older brother gave me. And this is from his experience being in YPO. And any entrepreneur I meet anywhere at any stage, and I deal with a lot doing marketing, my number one piece of advice is to go find a peer group of people, not a networking group where people are selling each other, a peer group. It's life-changing. And it's probably the biggest multiplier that happened in my agency that got me from where I was and helped me break through all those fake walls and ceilings I put up in front of myself. So I just, maybe take this opportunity to say thank you